Welcome back to PlayPSVR2, the podcast. That's right. Listen, I was traveling. Adam was traveling. I was back. I was ready to hammer one out for you guys. Really get one going for you. Pop a podcast for you. And Adam's like, my throat hurts. I'm sick. Let's play Crossfire instead. I talked to that Joker. He sounded like this. I didn't have the soundbite ready, Adam. Anyways, he sounded like this.
Listen. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. This is the Thanksgiving episode of Play PSVR2, the podcast. And listen, I'm excited. I'm gonna gargle. I've got Bazooka Gum Soda. It is good for the gamer juice. I mean, do you like Bazooka? Or are you more of a double bubble man?
I'm a neither on that front. Bazooka that's the one that starts out real hard. They have like the thin. It's not thin. It's like a strip.
Real hard.
Starts out real hard, and then the more I keep it in my mouth, it softens up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
No, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's how it's designed.
Okay, no, but it loses flavor real quick. That was my issue with bubble.
They all do. It's like zebra stripes, man. I mean, I'm not talking about the ones on your underwear. Or wait, that's racing stripes, actually, I think.
I got two buttholes, so it's zebra stripes for me. All right.
Wow, this tastes just like the gum.
That's really better than the gum.
I mean, as you would anticipate, right? Like it should.
It's better than the gum then, because it probably lasts longer than the gum. Adam, I got this Gamer Juice a long time ago thinking it was an energy drink. It looks like an energy drink, right? It just, the can, the size, everything looked. It is Suplagin, and it is a peanut liquid meal supplement. So I've had to wait. I didn't eat too much today. Actually, I had a lot of food today, but it's like a protein shake. This is not an ideal Gamer Juice, let me tell you. It's going to put me under.
Yeah, to drink like late at night when we're recording, and it sounds disgusting to begin with.
I don't know. Am I supposed to shake it? Okay, yeah, shake before. In the smallest letters possible, they give you the instructions that you're supposed to shake it before. That would have been a nightmare if I forgot to do it.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, senora.
Oh, it splashed all over my keyboard.
Yes. Yeah, this is welcome. This is the podcast. If you're a first-time listener, oh, yeah, it's nothing but us talking about gamer juices, moaning and making weird noises because the drinks taste bad. And look at the facial expressions from
it tastes like drinking a peanut. That's not good. That's not what I'm here for.
But I like peanut butter.
It's not like peanut butter. It tastes like somebody mashed up some peanuts, and I guess.
Dude, I like peanuts. Peanuts taste like peanut butter.
I like peanuts. I got to get that soundbite. Say it again, but drop the T a little bit.
It's better than Boondeggy.
It's not. It is better than Boondeggy. Adam, why don't you tell the listeners what we're going to be doing right off the bat here?
Listen, we got you. We asked for roasts. You delivered. And it's time to reward. I know everyone's been on their edge of their seats. Just who won the roast box? Who won the roast box? Well, it's time. It's time to share. Remember, I've got this Van Gogh-esque picture of me and Alex's mother.
I got to find my roast box while you do that.
Has a bunch of garbage he found from the bottom of his, or just straight up on the floor of, of his room. That's what you're going to win. And here's the thing. We got to pick each of our favorite people, the roast. Here's my winner, Alex. I really like this. It was from Reddit. Individual, where's the name? You erased the name.
Was it Gabachito?
And what I love is it's a long, hard roast. But I'm just going to hit the highlights. You can't really trust Adam's suggestion. He's so cheap that he never buys a game that costs more than what his mother charges, which means I'm buying Resident Evil 8. I'm buying, what was that game that's like inexplicably $55?
Wait, are you trying to say your mom charges a lot? I was going to say, like, the best you buy is like 18 floors on sale 5 years after the fact for $199.
I just bought Light Brigade, $25. So don't come into me with that crap. I'll roast you. Anyhow, he says, tell her I said hi, please. He compares the janky tennis game to Mario Bros. Can you really take that seriously? I wouldn't either, especially after he shrunk the kids and became the Keymaster in Ghostbusters. He's the same guy, right? I don't even understand that.
Let me see if I can.
God? The Keymaster?
Have
I
you
thought
seen?
the Keymaster was a woman.
Have you seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Rick Moranis.
Dude, when I was like, I don't know, 6.
Well, let me.
It's really sad because the aunt died, right?
It's this guy right here.
No, I don't want to look like that.
He nailed it.
Get out of here. He's easy to please. After all, he thinks manhandling virtual mice is one of the best experiences in VR. Someone get this guy a decent barber and a Manscaped kit so he can keep his hair and beard in check and stop looking like a hobo. Then perhaps he might have a shot at co-directing Sony. Sure. It's good. I mainly, let's be honest, you won because of the mom joke. I mean, that's solid. That's good stuff. You roped in my cheapness along with my mother apparently being a prostitute. Well done. Well done, sir. You will get all of that random crap that that I said. If you don't want it, you better tell me soon because it's coming your way.
Yeah, Gabachito will be reaching out to get your address so we can send this your way. And yeah, I just want to say, yeah, you had a witty thing roast for Adam. For me, you just straight up insulted me. I'm sorry about my beard. I'm sorry about my hair, dude. Here's my favorite roast, Adam. My favorite roast came from our guy, Shafe Dog. Also, take a look at Adam and Alex. Those faces and haircuts look like Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn got together and made some fat bastard offspring. I put the fat in it. Bastard offspring. It's like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger from the movie Twins, except this time it's 2 Danny DeVitos. I thought that was clever. I thought that was good. Adam,
I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's funny, but whatever.
Whenever there's a pop culture reference, everybody, just let it be known. If you make a pop culture reference, Adam's not going to get it unless it was on like ESPN.
You're over 6 feet tall, and I'm essentially 6 feet. We're not short. We're not fat. Well, I'm not fat. I'm not. You don't look like Danny DeVito, dude. My favorite Danny DeVito scene is him coming out naked on the "It's Always Sunny" episode. I mean, that is just freaking classic.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know who Harry Dunn or Lloyd Christmas is.
It's the like Dumb and Dumber, the Dumb and Dumber guys.
Who?
Have you seen the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, the guys on Home Alone, the robbers.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. Okay. So Shape Dog he wins your roast box. All right. So there we go.
Have you seriously not seen Dumb and Dumber? This is a bit.
No, I've seen the GIF. You think I have a chance or something? What's that? What is it? What's he saying?
You've seen the GIF though. Okay, Adam. This is a bit. Adam, here's what we got to do. Up until recently, you have not touched PSVR. I talked to you, Adam. I talked to you outside of this podcast. I think all you were touching was yourself and your Steam Deck playing Hades.
I knew that joke was coming.
playing Hades on the Steam Deck, playing Vampire Survivors, which we agree is a good game. But
but you said potentially Game of the Year worthy. You are a fool.
No, I gave my reasons for that. This is not that podcast,
garbage.
Adam.
Horrible. It's just bad opinion after bad opinion.
What do we got to do to bring you back into the fold on PSVR2? I got you to play Light Brigade. You played Light Brigade.
I don't know. How about some new effing games come out? No, not freaking re-releases. I want new games, and I want them to come out now. I bought a game like 4 months ago. It's still on pre-order. Dude, come out with the game.
There's games coming out constantly.
Yeah, I mean, they're all garbage. They're shovelware. Table Tennis Pro.
Seventh Guest VR.
Koi Love Blossoms. Yeah,
Seventh Guest is a good one. Synapse you still haven't purchased.
That's it. It's been like 2 months.
Vampire the Masquerade Justice. That's a known good game. Ghostbusters. That's a good co-op game we could play together. No. Kill It with Fire VR. People are saying that's pretty good. Galaxy Kart's actually playable now. That's going to be a good one.
Why I have not played. Thank you.
Barbaria. People are loving that. I mean, you haven't even touched Propagation Paradise Hotel. You're over there, stroking yourself, worried about, am I going to find a scary enough game? And it's sitting there right in front of you. You won't even look at it when it's on the page, staring you in the face.
Well, would you just look at it?
Well,
I
you'll look,
intended to attempt to get a code for it, and I forgot to send the email. So
and once again, Adam refused to play a game that he's not handed
no,
for
no,
free.
I bought Light Brigade. I bought Bad Dreams or whatever it's called. That's again
Very Bad
maybe
Dreams.
coming out in the next year and a half. I am gonna buy Synapse. I just even if it's a 5% discount, it could be something minuscule. I can't buy it full price when it's been out that long. It's just like a family tradition at this point, man. Like, I can't do it. Can't. I'm not gonna pay full price. I go to Aldi and I haggle with them. I'll be like, hey, that melon, that's not a D. I should get a discount. And they're like, you're right, sir. And I pay for a C when I really got a D. It's great. Okay, so that's what needs to happen, Alex. I need some new freaking games to come out, some that get me excited. I need Resident Evils. I need Half-Lifes. I need what's that stupid game you keep saying is incredible? Not Portal.
Vertigo 2?
Yes, Vertigo 2. Give me something. I get. Do they not care? I'm so confused on what's happening. Sony hasn't themselves released a game. Where is the Astrobot? It's coming up on a year. Nothing.
Adam, we don't need the Astrobot. That's the thing is these games that you don't
want Astrobot.
Okay, you're going to get... We're flipping the script a little bit. You're going to get the games you want. Resident Evil 4 is certainly coming out soon. We saw footage of it in VR. It looks incredible. Adam, I'm going to do some news real quick for some new games that have come out. See if any of this brings you back into the fold. Then we'll get into our master debater of the week. Adam, Barbaria launched. This is a game that looked good in the trailers. You don't care about it, but the buzz is good. It's like a tactical but also action type game where you're slashing dudes. You just don't care? Is it the name?
It sounds like Gorn. I did that in Gorn.
No, this is like a strategy game first, and then I think you go in and fight. I haven't played it, but I've heard great things, and it's only $15, so it's less than what your mom charges.
According to Gabachito, at least.
Okay, you don't care about that. How about Demio Battles? So Demio, they made a PvP version that's coming out for the PSVR2. I don't think I know quite when it's coming out. It also has a flat component as well if you want to play it in flat. Would you play Demio head-to-head against me? That way, you know, I can just wipe the floor with you really quickly so you're not playing a long version of the game?
I cannot think of something that I want to play less. Give me Koi Koi Flower Blossoms. Dead serious. I'm not joking. I deleted Demio. I actually asked if it could get wiped off of my transaction history. It's so bad. They told me no. No, I'm not playing that. Next.
All right. Breachers. This is another tactical shooter, but Adam, I know we have our cup filled with Crossfire Sierra Squad. We love that game to death. Understandably so. We just fought Corporal Love, right? That was a wonderful experience.
I love it.
Listen, people, I just, a little aside, Crossfire Sierra Squad's freaking amazing. The worst thing about it is that most of the content requires co-op multiplayer. I don't know if you can play with Raul in the squad missions, can you?
Not to my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
That's a shame. So I feel bad for anybody who doesn't have somebody to squad up with because the game is so freaking fun.
It is. Yes.
Anyways, Breachers is a game. It came out on Quest. People love it. It's like that Counter-Strike Rainbow Six type stuff. And they announced it's coming out, I think, this month for the PSVR 2. Would you try it, Adam? Would you at least try it? If we got a code, would you try it?
I mean, maybe. The thing is, like, I've got all my shooters filled, man. Between Pavlov and Crossfire, what more do you need? I really don't know. Like,
that's
where I'm at.
Pavlov's a bit too arcadey. I can see what you mean. The thing about Pavlov is you don't have character classes, right? And these kind of games can be a lot more fun if you have like you go into this and you're loaded out like a medic, right? So you're hanging out with your guys, healing them. You might have some weapons, or you have another guy that goes and he's loaded out as like a tank. He's got a rocket launcher and a machine gun or something like that. If Breachers does that, and you have these kind of actual missions where you got to go do stuff and somebody's trying to stop you, that could be fun.
Sounds like you want Firewall Ultra.
I do not. Exactly. Firewall Ultra doesn't really have classes. It's just a busted-ass game that I paid way too much money for.
So does Firewall Ultra not?
It nominally had classes, but they weren't real classes. The game, you just pick the person who can see through walls. That's what everybody's doing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the gameplay that much.
See, they're looking through walls. I'm looking through clothes.
Adam, Galaxy Kart VR has been updated a lot. They have a demo. I think it's out or it's coming out. It's also 50% off, and they added wheel support for it. Now, I don't know if you're a Mario Kart fan, but I think we discussed it. It'd be pretty fun to play like a kart racer in VR. I'm going to be trying this very soon because it was on sale. I figured I'd get it. Would you?
Go figure.
What could I tell you to make you want to play Galaxy Kart VR?
No, I think the demo is clutch. I'll play the demo, and if I have a good experience with it, I'll buy it. I agree. I like the idea of a kart, like a Mario Kart in VR. Sounds like it could be fun. The issue is when it originally came out, it was a broken mess. So, I mean, its reputation was tarnished. No one was going to buy it. But if they fix that up, they've got the demo, it goes well, I would be on board. I would buy it.
All right. Well, I mean, I think they've turned it around, so we'll find out. I'll play it and let you know if it is actually a mess. Listen, people say I like every game. Switchback sucks. Firewall sucks. There's a lot of games I don't like. But
two games.
That's a lot. That's a lot in my world. Adam, moving on.
And you have like every game in the PlayStation Store. Every game that I've purchased or gotten, whether it's PlayStation Plus, whether it's a game I found like online and they're like, oh, you need to buy this and play this. It's whatever. Every time in PlayStation in the store, it says friends who play and your little freaking icon is there. I don't think I have a single game in my entire library that you don't have. And no, you haven't played many of them, but you like them and you have them. The only exception might be probably the Final Fantasy games and maybe the Kingdom Hearts games, the last one.
Tennis on Court, Gorn, Very Bad Dreams VR. Adam, moving on, Vampire the Masquerade Justice came out, and people are loving it. It's a first-person stealth action game in VR. People really do like it. What do I got to tell you to make you want to play this game, Adam?
I'm going to have to watch it. I mean, you aren't going to convince me. I can't trust you.
All right. Next one, Adam. Cactus.
you just move on.
Cactus Cowboy. They released this guy he made a single player campaign, and guess what? It looks like the free Cactus Cowboy that you have, but that's like a deathmatch type thing. This is a full on single player campaign with enemies and levels and set pieces, and it looks very amateurish. But I'll be damned if it doesn't play pretty well. I played through a little bit. Would you? But what if I told you, like, okay, it looks weird, it looks low quality and stuff like that, but the gameplay's actually fun? Would you be interested there?
I played the first one. If it's similar to the first one, I mean, I know it's not like a bullet hell shooter thing, but if it has the same gameplay, the same feel in terms of the mechanics, no,
they made it better. They made it better. Yeah. I
just don't see that type of game being worth it. It looks too low level, right?
This is going to sound really bad. One, I want to say I like the game. It's fun to play, but I do want to say there's a very, very nice benefit of having the game and playing the game. And I apologize to the developers of the Cactus Cowboy. Any game you play after Cactus Cowboy is going to look incredible. And this is what happened to us. I was playing Cactus Cowboy, waiting for you to recharge your controller, and then we hopped into Crossfire, and it blew my mind. So it sounds bad, it sounds counterintuitive, but if you're willing to pay $15, and then before you play any game, you spend 30 seconds playing Cactus Cowboy, your mind is going to be blown when you actually sit down to play the next game that you're playing.
That's horrible.
I mean, the graphics are crisp and stuff. It's not offensive. It's just obviously it's this dude making it in his free time, you know? I applaud him for getting a game published and released. And it's not broken. It's much more fun than Switchback, which is insane, right? Kill It With Fire. Adam, this is a game where you're walking through rooms in like a house or something, and you have guns or like pots and pans, and you got to find spiders and kill all the spiders in a room. Nope.
Looked at it, looks stupid. No way. I mean, I would rather kill my own spiders.
You got a lot of spiders?
Not my cat. My parents have a cat. She eats them. So I'll
Adam,
kill them. She'll eat them.
You got a lot of spiders in your house?
Not a lot, but I don't look for them. That's the fun of it. It's like I Spy. I like it.
So you do, and you keep them so you can look for them. I get it. I get it. Adam, Drunken Bar Fight. Actually, today, Drunken Bar Fight released on PSVR2.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a free upgrade. I'm going to check right now.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you going to play this? Are you going to get this?
No.
How much do you think it costs?
I enjoyed the crap out of it on PSVR. It's hilarious, but it needs more content. There's no way I'm playing the same exact game. That's what I'm talking about. You look at the store, you're like, oh, there's quite a few games. Most of them are just freaking rehashed PSVR games. This should not be available on PSVR2. You upgrade it, you change it, you make a new game, you release it. You don't just make it a port. That's not a good enough game to port. That might as well just be shovelware in the PSVR 2. Disgusting.
So they have 6 levels now. I don't think they had that many in the first one. They have 4-player co-op, as if it's going to be challenging and you need help doing it. 110 different weapons, 50 different enemy types, including Karen, Incel, and open carry grandfather who's lost his granddaughter, and sidearm at Black Friday.
Okay, so they did add some stuff.
Yeah, and the big thing was the controls were horrible in the original. You like this game so much. Okay, here's the problem. I don't see a way to upgrade it, and it is $16.99. That's a lot, right? For Drunken Bar Fight, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I don't think I paid that much the first time I got it.
Yeah, it was like $5. I might pay for it when it goes on sale. I mean, the graphics look better for sure. They call it the Drunker Physics Update. I know it's better than that one Street Brawl game that came out. Okay, moving on. The real big one is Arizona Sunshine 2 had its gameplay footage showcase. I sent you a video of it. I guess obviously you didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
No.
The footage? Okay. So I'll say this. Arizona Sunshine 2 looks great. The graphics look great.
I hate the first game so much. It would take an upheaval. It would take the studio going under, everyone getting fired, them going bankrupt, someone make a brand new company with brand new people. Just happened by happenstance to name the company the same studio name, them developing a brand new name, it also being just an insane chance of fate that it happens to also be called Arizona Sunshine. It would take something that otherworldly for me to even sniff playing this game. The first one was that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It played pretty well. You just hated the guy talking, right? You hated that.
I hated everything. It was unfairly difficult. The guy talking was atrocious. The multiplayer didn't work. The scenes and the atmosphere was boring. It was way too cliche. The guns weren't fun to fire. Nothing about it was good.
It looks good. I'm going to get it. It looks real good. Okay, I'm going to reach out to the developers and get a code, because here was my next question, Adam. If you had watched it, guess how much it costs?
$24.99.
Higher.
Oh, F me. Oh, F me sideways. $34.99. It can't be. It can't be. No. This is, it can't be $50. It must be $50. No. No. This is impossible. This is like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth type. I mean,
it is $59.99. Now I will say
it's $60.
I will say the first game was made by like 2 or 3 people. This game, they've hired a full team, dedicated animation staff, dedicated writing staff, dedicated gameplay engine staff. They put a lot of money into it, and the word on the street is that this is Half-Life 2 levels of quality. The gameplay footage looked really good. So I'm curious. I'm very interested. I'd love to get a code and not have to drop $60 on it to find out. It's not that great. They said the campaign.
You don't get a code.
I'll wait for the reviews. I'll wait for somebody else to review it. They said the developers did an AMA today on Reddit. They said that it was 8 to 12 hours of single-player content. The campaign, the story mission is 8 to 12 hours long.
10 hours for $60.
I mean, I'd pay that. That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Oh my dude. literally, I think honestly, like Final Fantasy 16, 7 Rebirth. I don't know what the Mario
Yeah, but
games
that's
cost.
a
These
bunch of
games are
crap.
$70 now.
That's a bunch of
Triple
crap.
A titles that are 60 plus hours of gameplay.
But that's you're like grinding and stuff. Like most of that time is spent not really playing, doing fun stuff.
Oh, it's fun. I mean, for some, I could see how you don't like it, but for that type of person like myself, I enjoy that.
You need something to waste your time. I get it. I get it.
No, it's fun. Hunting F you. Is that the most expensive VR game now?
Horizon Call of the Mountain is also $60.
And that's also freaking ridiculous.
That's about 8 hours long.
Cash
Yeah.
grab, bull crap.
Cash grab, bullcrap. Okay, Adam, with that, obviously you're not coming back in the fold. I guess I'll get another co-host of the podcast. But we can discuss, Adam. You did play Light Brigade. Thank you for purchasing it. I really like this game. I'm glad you started playing it. Made me want to play it some more too, so we can discuss Light Brigade. We get the Master Debater happening right now, Adam. And Adam, I want you to tell me, this is the topic of the evening. Is the Light Brigade a top 5 play PSVR2 game? What do you think?
The Light Brigade, I am under, and I'm willing to defend this. I believe it is a good game. It is not a top 5 game. It's not close, to be honest. You should be ashamed with yourself that you think it is top 5. But if you want to come at me, be my effing guest.
Yeah, okay. Well, my first point, I think it's a top 5 game. My first point is just almost like semantics of how the top 5 works. We have our top all-times game list. I'm going to look at the top 5 right here that we have listed. Resident Evil 8, of course. Gran Turismo 7, of course. Then we get into the controversial ones. Crossfire. Sierra Squad is number 3.
That's not controversial.
Song in the Smoke, Rekindled is number 4. Pavlov is number 5. And then we'll say hanging out at number 6 is Synapse. So the question is, do I think that the Light Brigade falls above any one of those? Now, the trick here is, Adam, is that you helped place Crossfire at number 3, and you helped place Pavlov at number 5. So really the question is, for my top 5, it'd be Resident Evil 8, Gran Turismo 7, Song in the Smoke, and Synapse are the big things hitting me. I'm fine taking Pavlov out of the list. I don't get as much fun out of Pavlov as I do the Light Brigade. So I think what we have here is a top 5 where the Light Brigade sneaks in right at the bottom. With Resident Evil 8 number 1, Gran Turismo 7 number 2, we could go ahead and put Crossfire at 3, Song in the Smoke at 4, and the Light Brigade at 5, just above Synapse. And that's almost like a two-way tie for fifth place.
It's a two-way tie for bullcrap.
So
here's
where are you?
The thing.
Yeah, where are you going to put? Where would you put the Light Brigade?
Look at the top 5 games. What do they all have, Alex? They've got plot. They've got action. They've got utilization of the PSVR2 technology. They've got polish. They've got skill. They've got fun. Okay? That is all of that. Light Brigade has a little bit of each one of those, but it doesn't do anything novel. It doesn't do anything exceptionally well. It has pieces of those things. It doesn't have all those things. I'm not saying it's a bad game by any means. I'm saying it's a top 15 game. I'm not saying it's a top 5 game. There's no way. Me personally, I would put it at 12.
Plot. The plot of Gran Turismo 7 is non-existent. The plot of Crossfire
Dude,
Series.
did you not play the game? I mean, there is a plot.
Oh, you're hanging out at the cafe learning about cars? The plot in Crossfire Sierra Squad is laughable. We don't even know the main characters' names.
You didn't even beat it.
We don't even know the main characters' names, Adam. I'm beating it with you.
Terry and Raul, you didn't even play it. He's played it a lot, but he's played the squad missions. He hasn't played single player.
Adam, what country are you fighting in? And why are you fighting in Crossfire Sierra Squad? If you can tell me why you're fighting in Crossfire Sierra Squad, I'll concede it has a good plot. Why are you fighting in there? Why are you shooting these bad guys?
There are government secrets that are being held from the Sierra Squad. They're trying to investigate and uncover them. For example, did you look in I think it was the coffin that was supposed to have someone dead?
Yeah, that was in like the 3rd mission.
Good. Okay, so you got that far. Good. It
Who was that? Somebody that was supposed to be dead. Why were
that
they?
I mean, dude, I played that when it came out.
Why
I
were
don't
they
remember
important?
that.
Why were they? See, that's the thing. This is just ChatGPT. You just say, hey,
No, I can't remember the Final Fantasy VII plot word for word, but
yeah,
it
because
was
it's
a
not good.
revolutionary game and has the best plot of
No, it
what
doesn't.
people say of all time.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Anyways, and
It doesn't.
my big point, my really big point with Light Brigade, and this is what I had hoped was going to be the case, and this is what ended up being the case, is the studio behind the Light Brigade, they're the ones that made Star Bear Taxi, which was a game that was simple but inexplicably fun because the game just felt right. And to me, Light Brigade is one of the games that just feels right. The shooting feels right. The mechanics feels right. The shootouts are intense. I love everything about the combat in this game. It feels so good. It feels better to shoot in that game than it does in Crossfire Sierra Squad. It feels better to move around the environment than it does in Song in the Smoke. The gunfights certainly feel better than in Pavlov. Also, Pavlov literally doesn't have a plot, so there's that one out.
Listen, it. Oh my gosh, it feels better to use a cactus as a fleshlight than to play this game.
Well,
Here's
the inside of
thing,
the cactus would be great, yeah.
the gameplay is faulty, straight up. First of all, it's a way too slow of a game. The action is at snail speed. The enemies, I don't know if you've noticed, Alex, the enemies track you regardless of what you do. If they see me and I go behind something for cover and I try to sneak to the other side, guess what? They're right there. As though they can see through the freaking thing and see me.
No, it's obvious what you're doing.
Why are you stealthing around when they know where you're at all the time? It's a major flaw, garbage. The health power-ups are way too infrequent. The bosses, absolute trash. The replay value is pretty small just to try some new guns and a new class. A single run is entirely too long. It's a whole day affair, which I know and you could argue that's a good thing, but in a roguelike, all of the other roguelikes I've played, a run is like 30 minutes. A run is too long here, man. It shouldn't take me 3.5 hours to get through a single freaking run. And I want to talk more about how it's unpolished, but I'll let you answer to that before I dive into even more problems that, again, don't make it a bad game. It just, you can't have all this stuff and be a top 5 game. There's no way.
The health pickups are dependent on your character class, for starters. So you're more likely to get...
I played as a butt ton of them, man. Well, I played as 4 of them.
And there's like 7, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but, so that's part of it. They don't track you through everything. I mean, obviously, if you're walking, they hear you walking. There's many times that I've been able to like flank and sneak up on the enemies. You got to teleport. They tell you that you need to teleport. You're supposed to be finding cover. The thing I like about this game is that, yeah, the action is slow because the action is deliberate. And that's kind of a theme in game design recently, especially with the advent of the Dark Souls and the Demon Souls and all of these slower paced games, is that the combat is deliberate and the combat has consequences. If you play like Adam, who's a hooligan, you get shot a bunch and you die and you get mad because you can't be Rambo. In this game, you can't be Rambo. You got to be careful. There's a lot of bad guys coming after you. And I think that it's really enjoyable. There's thought that has to go into every gunfight as opposed to just being like, well, I got more bullets than them, so I'm definitely going to win. That's why I like that makes the shooting actually mean something in this game as opposed to something like Crossfire where you just... The win or lose in Crossfire all depends on whether or not you're crouched behind the right box. This is not that. This is better than that.
You are freaking ridiculous. Oh my. Okay, you want to talk about, well, I don't know if you want to talk about being polished or not, but I'm going to. Alex, what is that? It's not surround sound audio. It's what's the audio that the VR has?
3D audio?
Oh, guess what? It doesn't have it. Or if they say they have it, it's absolute garbage.
How do you not have it? I seriously, I found enemies that I can't see solely because I can hear them. I hear them walking in front of me to the left.
But you can't tell where it's coming from.
That's because you have your headphones on backwards.
No, I don't. The tutorial is absolute trash. I don't know. In the beginning, I didn't know what. I was still things. I beat the game, and there are still things that I don't understand. I don't know what they mean. 6+ Sunstrike, plus 10% next shot bless after damage. What is that? I don't know. It's a power up, but they never explain it. What's that mean? I've played hours of this game. I beat the game. I still don't know. What is that? Okay, we've already mentioned there's no plot. For some people, you like, I don't know why you want to keep playing the game. What is there to uncover? It's essentially you're just playing to get to the end, but not gaining anything. You don't get that plot. You don't learn anything. You don't. I mean, it's a little fun along the way, but I don't get it. It's not worth playing. Again, I'd mention the freaking bosses suck. I hate the bosses. Just so much of the game I feel like is unpolished. When you enter a level, a lot of your success is based on what level is it, where are the enemies placed. I have gone in, again, I feel like at this point I'm pretty good at the game. The last run that I just won the whole thing, it was like the it was the third level. I went in, it was a bad setup. I lost 2 lives right off the bat. It was freaking impossible. Finally, I actually did it, and then I was able to go the rest of the run the easy way. Too much is on chance. It's not fun, dude. It's not that fun. I would rather play tennis on court. I would rather play runner. It's number 12. It's number 12 on my list, which isn't bad, man. It's not bad. I'm not saying what's going on. And yeah, ultimately, ultimately, Alex, it's not a top 5 game. It's top 12 game. Congrats.
All right, I'll take top 12. Adam, I just wanted to let the listeners know, Light Brigade's a fun game. Adam says it's fun. It's good. He put it at top 12. If you're worried about thinking you might have the experience Adam has, just remember, put your headphones on in the right direction, and also don't smear your controllers in Vaseline before you use them, so that the tracking actually works. Adam spent half the time playing complaining about tracking.
No, I did not complain about that. It was a system issue. I put my PlayStation in sleep mode for a few days. After I totally shut it down, let it sit there a while. That's not the game's fault. So I did not complain. I didn't complain about that.
But all of your first impressions, every text you sent me was just like, this game's broken. My gun's hovering everywhere. I can't deal with it. I hate it. That's like the first 5 hours of you playing the game.
Listen. Segment 2 of PSVR2, the podcast, is coming up. Look, we got some more news. We've got some more riffing. We've got some airing of grievances. We've got the Black Friday sale. It's going to be big. It's going to be bad, and you better be there.
Welcome back to segment 2 of Play PSVR, the podcast, episode 136. That's right, we're coming back at you. Hope you all decided to buy Light Brigade after that lively discussion. But Adam, one more topic I got to cover with you. We can make this quick. Adam, a couple episodes ago, you did a whole breakdown of where are all the horror games? Where are all the scary games? PSVR1 had a ton of them. Adam, I think there's a bigger question here. Where are all the horny games for the PSVR2? All right? Think about it.
We don't have Little Star. It's bullcrap.
We don't have Little Star. Think about this. What was that one? Mortal Blitz? Remember that?
Oh, Big Booby Ruby. Yes.
That was a horror.
Well, I mean, I guess that's Resident Evil 8, but she was the original Booby Ruby.
What about
Summer Lesson?
Song Monster of the Deep? Yeah?
Yeah,
remember
Cindy
that?
Aram. Yeah.
Cindy Aram. We had a whole list of, and there's about 100 Japanese games. Oh, Summer Lesson. Yeah, you mentioned Summer Lesson. About 100 games like that. We're not getting any of those, Adam. Adam, do you think that's a sign that maybe the PSVR2 is in trouble, that we're not getting horny enough games?
I think that's a huge issue because look at the demographic. If they're starting to have Hello Neighbors and Angry Birds Isle of the Pigs and Freddy's Five Nights at Freddy's, these are little kid games. They've replaced the horniness with childishness. That's not a good recipe for success. Listen to this. The younger people look up to the older people to decide what is cool, what should I be interested in. The older people are the tastemakers of the world, but they're alienating the tastemakers by giving out Welch's grape juice, not wine. It could be scary days for the VR. Dead serious.
I think that's a good point. Is that Sony? Okay, this honestly, guys, this is part of our pitch to Sony when we made the CEO bid, and they denied us. But hopefully they listen to us. Listen, you don't have to hire us. You can take our advice. Put some more horny games on the console. We need hornier games on the console. That way, people know. Well, that's what I'm buying this for, and I'll play a little bit of Gran Turismo 7 on the side. I'll play a little bit of Synapse on the side. There was not one horny situation in Synapse. I love the game. Not one horny situation in Synapse, and I know that's a problem. There's a bit of horniness in Light Brigade, right? That second boss, a little bit.
Listen, here's the thing. I have let me double check or let me take a quick gander. I cannot think of a single game that I have played on the PSVR2 where I would be embarrassed for my mother, my girlfriend, my wife, my friends, anyone to walk in on. That wasn't true with PSVR 1. You take a peek at Cindy and someone walks in at the wrong moment, you've got some explaining to do. Here, you don't have any of that. There are no opportunities. There's no horny. Horror, horny, both are gone. It's like they looked at any H word and they were like, get it out of here. And it's not a good look.
Yeah, but Adam, I do think there's hope. I think with this latest game announcement, we finally have something to look forward to. Koi Koi Love Blossoms. You watched the trailer. I watched the trailer. The comments on YouTube when I watched the trailer were, yeah, but they're probably going to censor it into the ground, which has my interest piqued. Somebody must have played this game on PC and decided it was too horny for PSVR 2, and somehow Sony decided it's just horny enough. Adam, what's your take on the game? What kind of game do you think this is?
All of these are just so like give my skin and they give me goose pimples. It's so weird, man. I don't get it. Japanese people are wild. I don't know. They got sex robots over there yet or something? Like,
I actually think America runs the market on that. I think
on sex robot. Wait, is that a thing? A sex robot?
The real dolls, right? And there's a whole movie about it. I'm sorry, I'm browsing the store right now to trying to find the horniest.
You're
game
looking for the real dolls.
Yeah, I'm browsing the store trying to find real dolls right now.
I actually, dead serious, have no idea what you're talking about. There are sex dolls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any yet. How about the Focus on You Complete Edition, Adam? This might be the horniest game. It's a game about way too young looking women. Adam, this game was made by the people that made Crossfire. I got to share my screen. Check out this game, Adam. You gonna get this? I think they're making a port for the PSVR 2.
Okay, there's no way. Smilegate has to be a publisher. There's no way. Wow, 663 reviews. Holy crap.
And a lot of 5 stars going on here. Enjoy the full experience from meeting Yua for the first time to preparing a special event for her. The new DLC, 100th Day. You get 3 new costumes. You get an extra memory card so you can take more pictures of the girls. They get costumes and hairstyles. 200 voice recognition tickets.
Wow. Freaking Yua. Yeah, I'm not interested in this. This is weird. Date sims are weird. Go on a date, dude. Don't.
Well, you can go on a date with you in 3 different outfits. You can't do that with a normal person.
That's right. They can only wear one outfit, and you don't even get to pick which one. So that's.
In all seriousness, I mean, I don't necessarily. I'm not looking for horny games on PSVR, but I do think it's. I think it's a good sign for the market when somebody can make a product as niche as a horny game and expect to have some success with it, and charge my God, $60 for it, whatever they were charging for Focus on You.
It's just like Arizona Sunshine, like that bad of a game, and they still charge that much. The other day, Alex, I think I even sent you a message. Is interesting to me getting away from the horniness. I noticed that on the PlayStation 2 store, I feel like there isn't much bulk shovelware garbage. Like in the PSVR, there was special delivery, there was 18 floors, there was the rabbit hole. There were these games that were just absolute atrocious. And I mean, they were everywhere. I feel like we don't have that with the PSVR 2. Now, do I love the catalog? No, but I really do feel like there's not as much garbage. There's just not as much good stuff either, but there's not as much garbage. I don't know. Do you agree? Or am I missing the garbage? I mean, I can't believe I'm asking you this, the lover of every game known to man.
There's no garbage. There's no garbage on this console. It's all great. No, I think, yeah, there is our fair share. I mean, Drunken Bar Fight, there's some garbage there. And then we had that other game that was trying Down and Out. That's total garbage. Galaxy Kart, I would have called garbage, but apparently it's turned better. So I think it's good that the games are coming out by default are just, at the very least, like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 type game. But it does seem maybe it takes the garbage, right? It takes the 1 and 2 out of 10s to create the market to establish these 8 or 9 out of 10 libraries that we saw on PSVR 1, which I still think we're getting on PSVR 2. So you don't think we've gotten that yet quite? I think we're working our way up there. So it's not too bad, but I think on the whole, yeah, we're seeing better stuff on the PSVR 2.
Is there any way the hardware takes a 2 and by itself turns it to a 4 or a 5? Just because the graphics are naturally better. So we're never going to say, wow, those graphics sucked like we used to with the PSVR 1. That if they utilize the tracking isn't an issue because we now have better tracking. Anything they do with the rumble or eye tracking, or if they use any of that, that enhances a game that in the PSVR 1, the games we were given 1s and 2s just didn't have that. Now they at least have the better graphics, the better tracking. I think
that's
sorry.
Yeah.
What's Gabo Cheeto? I just destroyed your chicken. It's leaked everywhere. Whoops. I broke that. I broke that good.
I think what you're saying has some credence to it, Adam. I think, yeah, I wouldn't say the technology just necessarily makes it better. We see plenty of games that don't use like foveated rendering, right? We see plenty of games that don't use the haptics very well. But I think it might just be the barrier to entry. The cost to even make a game means you have to be somewhat serious about it to even put it across the finish line. Although, having said that, the most garbage of garbage games was Ranch Planet, and we do have a sequel to Ranch Planet on PSVR 2. So and maybe
according to you, Switchback VR is the worst game, and I mean,
that's pretty garbaceous. But I wouldn't say Switchback VR is garbage. I would say it's offensive, which is a different.
I don't know what liquid they put in this rubber chicken, but man, I'm wondering if my hand, I'm going to lose a hand. I don't know, dude. I'm scared. Okay, so yeah, just something curious, I thought. What's the next topic, Alex?
Yeah, so there was just a tweet that went out that Sony is working on introducing gaze tracking and other PlayStation VR 2 features to a massive library of non-VR games. Now, what does that make you think, Adam? What could this possibly be used for?
I don't know what gaze tracking even means. Could you elaborate? Or is that essentially the question?
Well, that's kind of the question. Gaze tracking, it's checking where you're looking, right? So in a PSVR 2 game, that's how they do the foveated rendering. That's how Gran Turismo 7 looks as good in a headset as it does on a 4K TV, because it can dial back the graphics everywhere that you're not looking and really hone in, make it look great where you are looking. So I don't know. I don't know why they would do this. What the cynic in me thinks that maybe they're going to be trying to put ads in free games or something like that and make sure you look at them. The optimist in me thinks that they're going to figure out some way to enhance all of these flat games, if you're playing it in a headset, not necessarily a VR mode for like The Last of Us, but you could have a, very high resolution The Last of Us 2 with the foveated rendering that can run at 120 hertz, 120 frames per second. I think that's really exciting. If you can objectively have a better flat gaming experience with a headset on than you can with a TV, that's certainly something to look forward to. You don't think so?
Won't fly because the headset feels like you got it from Saw 6. It is so painful to wear. There's no way you can wear it for a long time. Awful. If it weren't for that, I would be like, maybe, because it is cool to play it in like a TV screen. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's intriguing. I wish they would put more development into the VR, into more games, into more Sony games, than try to use this for flat games. I don't want to use it for flat games. I mean, can you? Of course. I would rather have them take the resources and put it into good, novel, unique games or experiences.
Don't you have the globular cluster? Didn't that fix all the problems?
It helps a lot, but it's still not as comfortable as just watching the TV, like,
Well,
and now you got your 4K TVs or 8K TVs, the PS5 graphics are so good. You turn the lights off, you play your game, it's going to be fine. I would not wear that headset.
But the issue is that the PS5 can't do 8K, right? The PS5 struggles to do 4K 30, and you're not going to get 4K 60. Now imagine a game with the best graphics you can get, Final Fantasy 16, and now you get it in 4K, and not only can you get it in 60, you can get it in 120 because they can track where you're looking and they can adjust the resolution that way. Does that not intrigue you of having the best possible visual fidelity, better than, some $3,000 PC on your VR headset?
I feel like the difference, for me personally, I can't see the differences in any of this crap. I'm going to be honest. So, like between performance mode and not performance mode, and people are like, oh, you can see it's more laggy non-performance mode. I can't see jack crap. It runs smooth as is. I don't know what they're talking about. Now, I'm sure there are people that can tell the difference, and good for them. But for me, no. 4K will be fine. 4K 30, I have no problem. Would I try it? Absolutely. But the discomfort of the headset is too much. There's no way you can see it. After Light Brigade, I always go look at my forehead because, it's any game. I've just noticed it with Light Brigade recently. I've got a big red patch right here on top of my forehead because it makes marks and it hurts. It's an awful headset in terms of wearing. I know people keep saying Quest 3 is worse. They should be ashamed of themselves. Like, if that's true.
Yeah, the Quest 3 has the issue of like the battery is only like an hour and a half long, which makes me very thankful that we have this cord and we don't have to worry about the batteries running out. Has the cord been an issue for you for the PSVR 2?
I mean, I constantly know it. It would be nicer to not have it.
I never know it. It goes down behind my back. It goes down and runs.
It's because you don't move. I use room scale, man. I'm on the ground. I'm trying to. When I play on court, I literally jump and I move and I run around. It's awesome. But guess what? I can't. I mean, it's limited. I can, but it's limited because of the cord. Here's what you do: you ensure that the headset has as much battery as the controllers. Because you're never going to need, I guess that's not necessarily true. Most of the time, you're going to need the headset to last as long as the controllers. So as long as it's not shorter than that, which isn't that long, you should be okay. We're getting off topic. It shouldn't have a cord, or they should have an option where there is a cordless or a corded version.
Hey, speaking of cordless, Adam, I know this is not the right podcast. My PlayStation Portal's here, baby. I got my PlayStation Portal. Are you envious of a PlayStation Portal? Come on, Adam. We got to fix your internet so you stop freezing. There we go. Are you envious of my PlayStation Portal? Would you get one of these if you could plug your VR headset into it?
No, it has a cord.
No, but you plug, so you could attach it to your belt, and then you plug the headset into this, and this acts as the streaming to your headset. Would that solve your
I'm just
problems?
waiting for your backpack to come out, man.
I know. We got some delays. Some of the issues internationally, it's hard to ship all that equipment over, but
Yeah,
we're working on it.
semiconductor shortage. Yeah.
Semiconductor shortage. That's right. Adam, let's move on. You have an airing of grievance this week. I have one too. We'll start off with yours. You can set the tone for us.
So I found a nice pair of pants online, and I was like, I'm gonna buy these pants. I've taken a fashion risk wearing white. It looks a little, I don't know what you want to call it, bougie, flamboyant. I don't know, but I like it. I like the white. It makes the other colors in your outfit pop. It makes you stand out. It's something different than just jeans, right? Like it's a next level up. It's like a date night type outfit or you're going out for an occasion type outfit. And so I was like, I'm gonna risk it. I don't know how this will work, but I'm gonna risk it. I get the pants, and I like them. They look good, but then I wear them, and they're just, I mean, they're straight up see through. I mean, straight up see through, and they're also a little too tight, which you could argue maybe is my fault, but a 34 is. A 34 is different. Some pants I wear that are 34s are way too big, and I need like a super cinching belt. And then ones like these, my freaking thunder thighs show through. Either way, you literally see my underwear, and you see like the outline of them because they're too tight and they're see through.
What other outlines do we see?
What?
What other outlines do we see?
You know what outlines? Anyhow. So I was like, I'll just get a bigger size, whatever. And maybe I'll get black instead of white. And they won't let me return them. They're like, you bought them online, can't return them. I'm like, what? What is that? Absolute trash. So now what am I going to do with these pants? And it was because I got them on sale, of course. That's why they won't let me return them. So I got these pants on sale.
Adam waited for a sale.
Of course.
He got stuck with pants and too tight.
Of course I wait for a sale. Now I have these. What am I going to do? You can't resell pants. Who's going to want these things? They're see-through. I can't return them. I can't. I was like, let me just get a different size. They wouldn't let me do that. I'm screwed.
Sounds
done.
like a way for us to put on the pants. We can launch the PlayPSVR2 OnlyFans.
Big time. I'll be in Koi Koi Love Blossoms with those bad boys on. So that's my area of grievous. If you have something, and I'll pay for the shipping back.
You'll do store credit. Will you do store credit?
Especially when it's clothes, unless it's the intimates, it should be returnable because that is bullcrap. When you buy it online, I understand you're assuming a risk. You should assume the risk of the shipping payment to send it back, not that you can't send it back to begin with. Screw you. You suck. White pants. I tried. I failed. I think yours is more gaming related, though.
I don't know. I don't know if I can top that. That's a pretty good one. Adam's struggle with pants. Do you think maybe, but considering how tight the pants are and how potentially see-through, did you buy erotic pants on accident, and that's why they're not letting you return it?
Absolutely not. They're chinos.
Chinos. I mean, but like erotic chinos, maybe?
No. They're not like that bad. They're normal pants, but and it's happened to me on shorts too. I've tried to buy white shorts, and I've had one pair that have been incredible. You can't see through them. They were wonderful. Loved them. My favorite shorts, they're gone. I don't know where they went, but they're gone. I've tried to replicate it. Every pair of white pants or shorts I've tried to buy, see through. I mean, is there not a material that you can't see right through if it's white? I mean, could you not make it a little thicker? Use cotton or something. I mean, come the F on. I've got white ball shorts. I can't see through those. Tell me you can't find a nice pair of normal freaking nice short slacks? Bull crap. It's these people trying to freaking buy these Indonesian kids, use as little fabric as freaking possible, make it as thin as humanly possible, and guess what? We're going to freaking mark it up. Make it thin, price it high. That's bull crap. All these people can suck it.
Are
They're
you
the
gonna
Arizona Sunshine developers of the clothing world.
Are you gonna name the clothing company, or are you just gonna let that sit out there for people to guess?
No, I want them to guess. I don't want to slander. I'm going to try to get a partnership with them.
It's
See if
called
they want to be our
Adam's
content.
mom's closet. He's actually trying on his mom's pants. That's why they're a bit too tight.
Instead of Plato's closet, a mother's closet.
Adam's mom's closet.
Okay, what's your anger grievance?
Adam, I think I've listed them as a grievance before. I'm not gonna demonetize us. I'm effing tired of GameStop. Let me tell you, I ordered Armored Core on GameStop. I had an ass load of store credit at GameStop. Here's what I would do. When I get cash back on my credit card purchases, and when I get that, I can either just take the money or I can buy a gift card with that cash back, and I get a discount on the gift card. And then, so they don't have a Sony gift card that I can cash out for. So what I do is get a GameStop one. Then I go to the GameStop store and I buy a Sony gift card. And then I fill my Sony account and I buy a bunch of games. It's the Black Friday sale happening right now. We're going to go through these sales. So I went through the same motion. I've done this hundreds of times. It works without an issue. So I load up my card with, $50 and get a GameStop card. And then I hop on over to the GameStop website and I put the $50 PlayStation card in my cart. And it says, you cannot buy gift cards. You cannot buy PlayStation cards with gift cards on GameStop. The freaking currency of the store will not allow you to buy things at the store with said currency. Adam, think about how these poor kids are going to get affected because mom knows that the little Billy likes to play video games. She's going to walk into GameStop and say, I don't know what he wants. I know he'll probably want to get something here. And little Billy gets a $50 GameStop gift card. Billy doesn't want any of the crap. Billy doesn't want a Funko Pop of some third-tier Marvel character. Billy doesn't want a Funko Pop of Ant-Man's wife. Billy doesn't want a coffee mug that looks like a tree from Minecraft. Billy doesn't care about My Witch Academia t-shirts. Billy wants V-Bucks for his Fortnite character. Billy wants digital content from PlayStation, from Xbox, from his whatever console he's playing. He doesn't want that garbage. And now Billy's going to walk into GameStop. He's going to get reamed by the overpriced used games. He's not going to get his V-Bucks. He's going to do a bunch of crappy, broken merchandise. It's always on clearance. Somehow it's on clearance and it still costs too much. Adam, how much do you think a Funko Pop costs? Just you walk into GameStop, you get a Funko Pop. What do you think that costs?
$15.
I'm sure it's 20. I don't know. Whatever it costs, if it's anything more than $3, it's stupid. Those things are freaking gumball machine toys is what they are. They do absolutely nothing. I got a Funko Pop sitting around here. I got it off AliExpress for $1. That's how I know they're cheap to make. You shouldn't be paying $15 for those things. Adam, I'm so tired of GameStop. They tried to rob me of my Armored Core 6. I canceled my GameStop Pro membership. Everybody go out there, cancel your GameStop Pro membership. That thing's a freaking ripoff as well. They give you a $5 gift card. Guess how much it costs to get the shipping alone as a GameStop customer? If you buy something that's under you, oh my God, the shipping is $7.99 anywhere in the US if you buy something.
Dude, I nailed it. $15 for Funko Pop.
Yeah, which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at a bunch of them. A lot of them for 15. Here's one for $2.
Is it Ant-Man's wife? Here's my issue.
Here's the thing. Here's what you do, Alex. You get a gift card for a Walmart or Target or anywhere else.
So the reason I don't do, I'm going to try that next time. Listen, they changed this rule like 2 weeks ago. I had no way of knowing when I decided to double dip and try to figure out what's going on here. I'll try Walmart. But the nice thing about GameStop was I could just order online. They email me the gift card code. I put that in the Sony store and bam, I'm on my way. I'm having a good time. Everybody wins. Nobody hurts. Why did they have to do this? I'll tell you why. Because GameStop is a garbage company that deserves to go under. They tried to rob me on Armored Core 6. They couldn't do it, man. I went full Tim Zoo on them. I just started yelling at them, started reaming them. They got destroyed by my anger, and they had to give me my free Armored Core 6. I can't handle it anymore.
Dude, here's the thing, okay? I never had any issues with GameStop, okay? You can go and you can find deals, but you've got to search for them. I don't know why you have such an issue. You buy so many games. I've already offered you. Give me the gift card. I'll give you $50 and then I'll use it to buy, I don't know, Pokemon items. Or if I need Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy, I'll get it for $20. Or I don't know, anything.
But
Then I'll have it.
the problem is the games I want to buy are VR games. They're mostly digital. If they are in a physical copy, it's going to cost twice as much to get a physical copy of it that it's going to cost to get a digital copy
That's
of it.
the way it is everywhere.
That's not the way it needs to be. And also, it's GameStop robbed me of this. I'm done with it. I'm done talking about GameStop. They suck. GameStop is horrible.
Look,
never
it's
buying
like
anything from GameStop again.
If you were smart, you would do what I do. Final Fantasy Rebirth is coming out in February. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it day one. I don't care. So use that gift card to go and get the game, play the game, sell the game on eBay when you're done. Boom. With that, well, I mean, you still kind of, I mean, you would end up making money if you considered that the gift card was kind of free. I mean, there's ways to do it. Just you don't play smart. You play like a hoarder. You want to keep these games.
There's so much effort put into that. This is just the app, bam, done, and I have.
And then you have a downloaded game you're never going to play again, and you just wasted that money.
I have the PlayStation Portal now, Adam. I play my downloaded games all day, every day now. Life is good. You're
not going to play. You don't beat the games you have now, let alone go back and play.
You don't have to beat the game to play the game, Adam. That's the difference between you and me.
That's bull crap. Where are the sales? I need to tell these people what to play, where to spend their money, what to focus on, because you certainly can't do it.
All right. Black Friday sales. I have it pulled up here. PS prices. Thank you so much for making this easy, because the PlayStation Store, another store that's garbage. PlayStation Store, horrible to navigate.
That one I will agree.
My God. True. Why do they make it so bad? I don't know.
It's like, it's so bad. It almost has to be on purpose, right?
Yeah. It's horrible. Okay. Right out of the top, PlayStation 5, PlayStation VR2 games. Blink and the Vacuum of Space is $9.99.
No, I've never even heard of that.
Maybe it's just as good as Astrobot. It looks like it's trying to be Astrobot.
Before we even get into the games, what do you think? Horizon Call of the Mountain PSVR2 bundle, $100 off.
I mean, you're getting a discount on the PSVR2. That's a good deal in and of itself. Horizon Call of the Mountain, I'll say it's not worth the $60 entry price, right? It's not a $60 game. It's not. Yeah. $30 game, good. You're getting $100 off just the PSVR2 in general. That's cheaper than just a PSVR2 by itself. Yeah, go for it. Pop for it. That's great. But they're really just, they need to just be packaging, they need to just be packaging Gran Turismo 7 in there, right?
Yeah.
They could charge $40 for GT7. But anyways, yeah, let's go. Next one here, Seeker My Shadow for $11.99 if you have PS Plus.
What's the normal price?
$29.99.
Wow, I forgot it's so high. I would like to see it $10 or less.
I was going to go a little bit cheaper. Super Death Game Show VR for $5.70.
This, for $5 is worth a flyer, right? That's my opinion. If it's $5 or less, it's worth it. If the game sucks, you gave it a shot. If it even provides an hour and a half worth of entertainment, that's worth it. So
are you going to do it?
I am tempted, actually.
You're not going to do it. After the Fall Complete Edition, $13.49.
No, game sucks. It's nothing but a glorified wave shooter. Even if it may not even be glorified. Boring. Don't do it.
A Fisherman's Tale for $7.49.
No. If you want to play Fisherman's Tale 2, maybe. Not the first one.
Gorn for $9.99.
No, that's not worth it.
I think it's like $4 on PS4, and it's a free upgrade. So there you go. Cave Digger 2 for $12.49.
You'll get your monies, your time out of that for that price. Is it going to be a really fun, 10 hours you get? Probably not. I don't think many people would like a game like that, so I'm going to say no. I don't think the price is bad, but the gameplay, it's just not that exciting.
How about Cave Digger 1 for $4.99?
No.
Unplugged air guitar for $12.49.
This has me somewhat intrigued. Again, I would still like it in the $10 range, but I mean, Guitar Hero works so well. How have they not come out with more musician games that rock in VR, right? I mean,
Yeah. I bought this.
gosh,
It
I'm
was
tempted, but I haven't heard anything about it really, which scares me. Like if it were a hit, people would be talking about it, right? And it would have gotten more fanfare.
it was like $9 and I got it on sales. I haven't touched it yet, but I want to play it. So maybe I'll play it this long weekend coming up. Galaxy Kart for $9.99. There's a demo.
Yeah, play the demo first, without a doubt.
How about Walkabout Mini Golf for $8.24?
Yeah, you got to buy that.
That's
You got to
good,
buy
yeah.
that. Must play, must buy.
Green Hell VR, still no patch to make it look like a PSVR2 game for $16.79.
No, it could be 679. It could be 0.679. Still not worth it.
The Room, a Dark Matter VR, 1709.
Too expensive. For a
Um,
puzzle game, too expensive. Come on, dog. It needs to be $12 or less.
Moss for $11.99.
No. I would rather stare at Moss than play that sucky game.
Broken Edge for $8.99.
I don't know that one.
This is a sword fighting game, and it's like really pastel colored, and it looked really good. I think I pre-ordered it and got it for around $10. So if you get it, I'll play with you. You got to fight somebody.
Oh, really? It's okay. I probably won't. Let's be honest. I'd rather have game show game.
Hello Neighbor, old man with kids, $17.99.
First, you had me once you said hello. No, don't do it.
Tentacular, $16.24.
You played it. You tell me.
That's a good price for it. Yeah, it's a decent amount of game, great music, really fun. Yeah, looking back, I think I enjoyed it more than I let on. Stellaris, Ghost Signal, $12.99.
I have heard good things.
Yeah, it's a fun VR game. Not your average type first person game. This is like an isometric strategy game. It's really fun.
$12.99 is a good price.
Yeah, that's a good price, and it's a really good game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horizon Call of the Mountain for $39.59, and there's a demo
Wait,
right now.
Unless this is less than $20, I won't sniff it.
How about Humanity for $19.79?
You need to get it on PlayStation Plus, dog. I know you have it, listener. Just get it from there.
All right, Human Anatomy VR for $20.99.
I mean, an educational game, it's got to be less expensive, man. Come on.
What if this is the game that convinces your parents to buy you PSVR 2? Like they will get it for you if you promise to play Human Anatomy VR.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, a 5-hour commitment for a whole VR2, yeah, that's worth it.
Switchback for $27.99.
Dude, it needs to be 20 and I'm going to buy it because I don't believe you that it can be that bad. I just can't believe it.
How about Rush of Blood?
I'm not paying more than $20. I mean, I'm not doing it. So, I mean, that's where we're at.
How about Rush of Blood at launch being $20? PSVR 1 launch, Rush of Blood was $20. How incredible is that? Oh, my goodness.
That's the game that needs a port that they're not going to do.
B99, $10.49.
No, Synapse, is Synapse on sale?
We'll get there. Cities VR Enhanced Edition, $20.99.
It's probably as cheap as it's going to get, let's be honest. It's intriguing. We need to ask our boy, that guy as well, because that's his type of game.
He's ghosting us. Red Matter 2, $20.99.
I don't like it. You like it. You're going to say yes. I'm going to say no.
Another Fisherman's Tale, $17.49.
How long is it?
I don't know. I haven't beaten it.
Okay, then no.
It's probably about 5 hours, yeah. Journey to Foundation, $27.99.
No, too expensive.
Toss, $13.99.
What game?
Toss. It's kind of like To the Top. It's like a platforming game. You grab things and jump around and stuff.
No, I'm not a monkey. Get out of here.
Synapse, Synapse for $24.49.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Is this the time I buy it? Isn't it? What is it? 35 normally?
Normally $35. Yeah, $24.49. I'm telling you right now, that's it. Go for it.
It's not getting cheaper than this, is it?
Probably not for a while. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, this is the Adam buy of the week. There it is. I'm buying it.
Well, but Last Labyrinth is only $22.49.
That's my last option. So
Crisis Brigade 2 Reloaded, $11.24.
Nope. Wave Shooter. I heard it's good. Nope. I'm buying Synapse.
Angry Birds VR Isle of Pigs, $14.99.
Save your money.
Firewall Ultra, $29.99.
Still, wait. I mean, it's just no. There's no place for it. I'm sorry,
This was confusing. Res Infinite for $22.49.
baby. It's so good though. It's so good.
You should have got. It's been $5 so many times, Adam. We gotta burn through these. Budget cuts.
Yeah,
Ultimate
no.
Nightmare.
Okay, here we go. Speed round, go.
Budget cuts Ultimate, $22.49.
No.
Tetris Effect, $29.99.
No weapon way.
Onagoro, $26.24.
Nope.
Creed Rise of Glory, $29.99.
No.
Moss Book 2, $15.
Still no.
Cosmonius High, $22.49.
Too expensive. Less than $15.
Pistol Whip, $22.49.
Less than 20.
Vacation Simulator, $22.49.
Couldn't pay me.
Corrigan Quarter, $18.74.
No.
Hell Sweeper VR, $23.99.
Nope.
Before Your Eyes, $11.99.
Actually, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, you should play it for that.
Yeah. Ranch Planet Rhythm Planet, $15.99.
You're gonna tell me because you're buying it and playing it.
$25.49 for Seventh Guest VR.
No.
That's it. Okay, I thought we had more. That's it. Okay. Yeah.
No, that's perfect because we appreciate you listening to Play PSVR2 podcast. Go buy Synapse. Play with me. I'm going to tap that. You're going to look at my speed and you're going to be like, wow, Bob Washington can't even beat that man. It is going to be incredible. Cannot wait. But thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the roast. I hope you enjoyed me just destroying Alex and Master Debater. Again, Light Brigade, top 12 game, not top 5 game. Just be prepared. But happy Thanksgiving, folks. Thanks for listening. We've got more holiday cheer coming up as Christmas approaches. Alex and I are going to buy gifts for each other again. We're going to actually have games to play. We've got our wish list. We've got so much coming up. Stay tuned. Stay involved. Contact at PlayPSVR.com. Gaming is in session on YouTube. Gaming Court on Twitter. Stay in touch with us. We love to hear from you. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Gobble, gobble. Whammoo! I'm a chugger.